going on, everybody? It's your boy 2J's here, back at it. Another video, collection video, Supreme collection video, and I got some help for this one because it's a lot of stuff. So I brought my boy Chase from Royal One Mag Park here in Vegas, and my boy D-Mob, which you guys might have seen over at Undefeated and now at UN. So I'm gonna talk to you guys about some of the pieces that I have, what they're worth, and kind of go from there. So as you see, we got a bunch of stuff on the table. We're gonna kind of go through this stuff and then maybe have a seat at some point. What do you want to start with?
You want the loose stuff first, bro.
All right. So, duffel, Supreme duffel. One of the few pieces that I actually caught at retail. You guys know I kind of got lucky with Louis Vuitton and picked up like $25,000 worth of stuff. I think retail was like $4,000, and it now goes for about $8,000.
Yeah.
Right. So. Value it at 8. Might drop a bomb on you guys later with what I'm doing with all this stuff, but we're gonna throw it on a calculator like right around here, somewhere down here, 8,000. We'll move this one out of the way. Alright. Yeah, we can move them as we go. It's not scuffed, there's no scuffs. I've used it a handful of times, but it's still worth 8 G's, so that's where you wanna go with, D-Mom?
Stick your backpack, man.
Another piece that I got at retail, I've worn this maybe like 5 or 6 times. I'm getting more and more scared to wear this because, you know, your boy doesn't always fly first class, right? And I don't have my own plane, nor do I want to, but what freaks me out is when I put this like in the overhead compartment and then here comes some guy from the middle of Milwaukee, like Saskatchewan area or whatever, or like Wauwatosa, and then he just takes his whole bag and just shoves it right over this. And then there's scuffs.
Yeah.
But even scuffed up, this is worth like 75.
Yeah, backpack's up there.
Yeah, backpack DS, these go for like 1,200, so.
12,000.
12,000, yeah, sorry. Big difference, missed a 0. One of my favorite pieces in that collection was the giant fanny pack. This one, I don't know if I could let go. I got offered 10 G's for this when I first got it from Drake's camp and Odell Beckham, right? And they were like, yo, I posted a picture a while back, if you scroll like far enough on 2J's Instagram, where I had like every piece. I was like, let me just try to find the douchiest like setup that I could get for a picture and achieve, right? Because it went viral. And they saw it and they would try to buy this piece. And I got offered 10 bands for this and I said no, right? They dipped to about 5,000 and now they're back up to about like 8,000 DS. So this one's worth about like
55, 6, yeah.
5,500, yeah, let's say 5,500, right? I want to say retail was like 2,000 ish.
19 or 21, somewhere right around that.
Yeah, so 2,000. So where are we at with 3 pieces? So
yeah, 21,000. Something like.
Something like. My second favorite piece was this Daniel. I had both.
The small one too?
The small one too. I got rid of the small one. We're keeping the large one. I think this goes for like 4,000 or 5,000 also.
It's higher than that now.
Is it? What are they hitting for?
7 or 8.
7 or 8. Wow, let me, you know what? I'm gonna actually check out StockX. Shout out to StockX for flying your boy out there a couple weeks ago. Yeah, brand new they're hitting for 8 bands. Used they're hitting for 5,000-ish. Right, so.
26,000?
Yeah. Alright, so we're making room on the table for more stuff.
You got the chain wallet, you've got the card organizer.
I don't remember having this, bro.
Oh, it's there.
I've never used it. Is this really mine? You sure?
It was on the table.
What does this even go for?
That one's kind of up there too. The bifold's hitting for like 25. I want to say that's somewhere right around there. Oh no, it's 1350.
Yeah. All right. So 1,200. Last one sold for 1,250. So say 1,200.
1,200. That one's new too.
Yeah, brand new. Yeah. Tag's still in it. Didn't even know I had it. Man, what a douche.
You sure that's mine? You're busy man.
This one I wear a lot. I used to actually like wear the book bag with the Danube on the side with this hanging out like this. Right? I just needed to let you know I had all the Supreme that day when I did that, and I regret it. This, like, The button fell off. If you scroll far enough on 2J's, right? I had a picture where the button fell off. This is, oh, the lowest ask is 10 bands. But that's not realistic. The last one sold for 1,600, so I'd say this is worth like 1,200, right?
Retail's $855.
I got lucky on this. I have a really great rep at LV, and I was like, bro, I don't know what happened here, but I took it out of my back pocket, and the button broke, and I need help. It took him about 4 months. He was like, yeah, just bring it in, we'll figure it out. 4 months later, I got another button. And I still got the button somewhere. Can't make this stuff up, folks. They let me keep the button that broke.
What are you gonna value that one at? We not have total anyways?
I'd say like a stack.
Okay.
I'd say like a stack. Fair. I'm not trying to give you like, look, I'm one of the few people that you'll see on YouTube that doesn't have to throw gas and make up stuff to get you to clickbait. Because when I tell you it's worth something, it really is worth what I tell you it is.
You've got this, and then you've got a couple articles of clothing.
Yeah.
And the pieces glasses that are in your car.
Yeah.
A couple other things.
There's a lot of pieces I forgot to bring, like that I have. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. I'm sorry. I'll just show them, like slide flex, maybe Insta stories. I left my sunglasses in the car. Those hit for like 1,000, right?
The red circle ones.
The red circle ones, the clock glasses. This goes for like 1,700. 21.
And it looks like it's still new.
This is new. I don't have a laptop that fits in here. We were gonna use this as a money bag, but then I realized I don't walk around with that much money to put in here. And if I did have enough money to put in here, it wouldn't really close right. And these are first world problems that I'm very privileged to have. 21. So we're almost there.
You're at 31.3.
31,000 and like, oops, like 5, 6 pieces, 7 pieces.
I counted the glasses.
So
I forgot
7
the other
pieces.
stuff that you forgot. Do you want to count this Louis stuff since it's Louis, or?
We could wait it out. I don't
Yeah,
want to beat them over the head with just like everything. I don't know what this is worth. I didn't even know I had this till yesterday. I was like, yo, I'm gonna like take everything that I have in this room that's Supreme. Have you seen one of these, Mob? This is like...
It's been a long time, but I've seen a few.
I got
Not
one.
many.
I think I paid like 700. I probably
I'd
thought
say
it
it's
was.
worth it.
It's not good.
Yeah, you're not gonna
Based
find
off the
this, bro.
rarity, yeah.
This is dummy rare. I used to use it as a throw rug. Well, not a throw rug, but a throw on my couch. But we have a dog that sheds, so this went up. This was a collab with whoever the heck these guys are. I'm bad at pronouncing. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna ask like I know everything because I don't. I just know that it's really nice. What did I say I paid for this?
7.
7, so I'd say it's worth the stock. Cause I've had this for like 2 or 3 years.
Only thing coming up on Grail is a lot of like the North Face mountains and then the shit blanket.
Alright, so throw this over there. Now you see why I'm not in the league. Cause your boy can't really have no form. Bottle opener. This one I tried to buy off Mag Park's wall in Burbank and they refused, and then the hunt was on. I was like, oh, you're not gonna sell it to me? Fine, I'm gonna find a new one. And I don't remember what I paid. I don't even know what these go for.
Every time I've looked them up, they're right around 300. Yeah, well, especially in the box and stuff. Scratched up ones, 150, 200, that one being new.
300. There you go. So we're at 32,000 and like under 12 pieces. And I have almost 90 articles of clothing from Supreme. And at 32,000, that's more than I made like most of my years in working.
It's definitely more than the average person.
Yeah. Onto one of the biggest flops of this particular season. This was a freaking dud city, huh?
It was.
But it's a dope piece, and I feel like it's gonna be worth something one day.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's what, 180 bucks?
I think last time I looked it was like 240 on StockX, but retail was 348.
I can't get. Trying to find some common sense in here. I don't see any of this is crazy. Some of these prices you guys paid for stuff.
You're the one that owns it.
Who condoned this behavior?
What do you want to value that piece at?
That
The
like
current StockX one?
yeah, like $180. I have two. I don't know where the other one is. It's somewhere in my kitchen. The kitchen's right there, but I got really tired to look for stuff because pulling all this together took hours. So I say we got one that I used on Joni once back in the day, right? I let her keep all the money that I threw at her. It's the least I could do. It's a lot of money to pick up. So this one's worth probably like $350, $400, and the new one's worth $500.
$550, yeah.
So, you ever use these?
That's my personal favorite piece right now.
Really?
Yeah.
What are these hit for?
A new pair? Yeah, I was gonna say about
100. I don't even know how to use these, bro.
Really?
I don't.
Me and Dylan, we went to Nobu just so I can take a flex photo using those.
For real?
Yeah.
Man, the things we do for Instagram. You guys follow this guy's Instagram? By the way, by now you'll see it's like right under him kind of thing. So you should. He owns a pretty dope sneaker shop out here. And I was excited that you said yeah to do this video, man, because I wanted to show the community, like, even though we're two different entities, so to speak, in business, right, that we could coexist and work with each other and help each other out. I'm a big fan of what you guys are doing, man.
I got people coming in every day saying you guys sent them to us and I send them your way if we don't have what they need.
Yeah, it's
We
dope.
gotta work together, not against each other.
100%. What does this even do?
It's a lie.
It's just gill apples.
Yo, who bought this, bro?
You did.
Johnny B just forcing me. This was, hey Jay, get this moment. $200.
That's one of those.
Never even
things
use
where
it.
You just do that. You just pull the trigger on something like that.
What does this go for?
That one I don't know.
I think it's like 120, 150, something like that. Supreme minute timer.
It's like when you want to play T, little T with Sav and the kids.
Yeah.
This is like for when you have like
IB's tea set.
the Hype Beast T set. When people want to throw shade in the comment section. What does this go for? Like 150, right? These are hit for like 150? Let's check.
130, 150, yeah.
Yeah, these are hit for 150. We sold some for 150 at the store. Now this is a piece, I don't remember what I paid, but I know that I almost broke it just now. Hermes, cease and desist,
Yeah.
goes for the high. I think I paid like 400.
I gotta look that one up.
This goes like for 7 or 8 now. And that's being modest. You adding these prices on there?
And we're at 33.8 right now.
With this one?
No,
Alright, so add this, put 700. You're not gonna find it. Because some items, due to shipping,
a lot of
Right.
glass and stuff.
this is gonna 100% break. I'm not trying to like block you with the camera, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'll just put this right over here. And then please don't, okay, we're just gonna do this, bro. Forget it. I don't wanna break it. We all feel safer now about this. Alright, for the record, I don't know how to use tools. At all.
She got this hammer.
This is because Joni said she wanted to knock some sense into me one day. And then I bought a hammer for like 600 bucks.
Is it worth it?
It goes for 900 now, so I guess, yeah, I made $300 on this hammer that one day is gonna knock some sense into me, man. I have the crowbar, no clue where it's at. Chances are somebody probably is using it somewhere to be unproductive citizen in the world. What do these guys go for?
I'm looking those ones up right now. The small storage box is at 130,
So that means this one's like 200.
and the large is 178.
Yeah, so 130 and 180. I thought about using this to like pack my own lunches, but then I realized that I live off Postmates and there's no need to put McDonald's in here.
And there's no compartment for a monster either.
There's no monster compartments in here. There
Look at
is
your
no.
Instagram post though. If you're carrying that in the store and you open up and got cheeseburger and Slim Jim in there.
Bro, you know what? You just
Instagram
made
post coming
tonight. Coming soon, man. Thanks. I'm gonna throw a monster in there, some fries,
A whole Big Mac.
a whole Big Mac. What's this go for? Like 400?
We have one for
550. So the way that my other camera is set up, right, it's not really designed for it to just be running filming. It's a camera to shoot pictures, not video, but it does 4K, overheated, swapped. So we decided to take some stuff off, put some stuff on. Figure I'll start with this CNN deck. CNN to me was like, bro, this was like my high school era. Yes, I'm dated, I'm old. This was one of like most monumental albums for me. When they did this collab, I was so happy that it flopped because then I was able to get it at like, I'm not used to paying reasonable prices because I feel like one, I'm a sucker for hype stuff, and two, I'm taken advantage of because of my position and what I do, right? But this deck, I think I paid retail, and it goes for like,
Retail is 54.
and
At 102 on
It's
Stock exchange.
$100, bro. And I'm never gonna let this go. Hopefully one day I meet these two guys and I could get them to sign it, and then I'll be really happy with that. Then I picked these up the other day. I don't even know what I paid.
You know what's crazy is when I got my pair, I had the black and white pair. I sold them to Rice Gum.
Oh, crazy. I probably paid about
Very
that.
random.
Yeah. I think I paid $350 to be honest. Worn, but I didn't care. My size. I like Vans. This one I haven't even worn, bro. And these are getting rare.
Yeah.
I bought this from On The Arm. Shout out Mikey, OTA, and the good folks over there. I bought this DS. It's a large. I paid a stack. Right? It's like $1,500 now.
All day.
Like not even questioning it, it's $1,500. I was like, oh yeah, I'll wear this like 4th of July, but then it's like 212 degrees outside, 4th of July out here, and if I, I'd have to do like the patriotic shoes and then like some patriotic quote.
You
And,
have to do like that old school joint.
Yeah.
Lift it off.
yeah, I just like, I'm not saying I'm not patriotic, I'm an American citizen, I grew up in the States, like, I respect the flag and like all the way, but bro, I can't wear this, dog. What's this go for now? We don't even have any at the shop. It's probably a large. Retail was $188. I think I paid like $300. I bought this because I was like, oh, it glows in the dark?
I'd say it's around that range, 3-ish.
It glows in the dark? Oh, it's not even hitting for what I paid for. Cool. $250.
$250. Damn.
It's cool. We might hold on to that one.
36 Mafia.
For real though, but that's not really 3.6 though. This was like a
Juicy
whatever.
J,
Yup.
yeah.
One of my favorite movies of all time. Scarface, The World Is Yours. Like that whole scene really stuck with me, and I started believing that at one point in life, even though I was like not really in any sort of position to say, yeah, you know what, it is mine. I'm not saying it's mine either, but one day the world I create will be mine. This isn't hitting for that much. This is like $300. I got this for like $150. My dad wanted me to play baseball, but I sucked because I didn't really know how to pay attention. Hence the fact that this is like too small for my face. These go for what, like $250?
It's actually lower than that.
Oh, nice. I like overpaying for stuff that doesn't hold its value. That's awesome, man.
That's actually a surprise.
Yeah, I thought for sure. Maybe in like 20 years. Oh, cool, man. That's like half.
Only 38 on stock yet.
Yeah. You know, the one cool thing about being here is, well, it's not a cool thing, but you kind of need a fire extinguisher because we're in a high rise, right? And fire department, yeah, they're gonna get down here quick, but maybe not quick enough. And you know, when I gotta put out these fires, we gotta do it in the most hypebeast of ways. So I bought this fire extinguisher for like $600 that now goes for like $900. And I'm praying that I never have to use this. And I hope that it continues to go up in value because one day it might pay for some books for my daughter to go to school. This was probably one of the most ignorant purchases I have ever made in my life. You know what this is?
Yeah.
You want to tell them the story?
Supreme got a cease and desist. They made their own version of the Louis Vuitton print, and they were not allowed to put them out. The beanies go for like $600. That tee goes for $5-6 grand, and that's a dead stock one. There's very few of those out there right now.
So, I'll go even further with the story. The color's the rarest, that's the rarest one. Right, so rewind a little bit. On the arm opens out here. I meet Mikey. Mikey starts showing me like all the top shelf stuff, but he's like, not for sale, fam. Not for sale, fam. And I'm going in there like at least once or twice a month trying to buy stuff, and I'm like, hey, can I see the top shelf stuff? Not for sale, fam. Not for sale, right? And then one day we're filming our sizzle reel for a TV show that we tried to do, right? I haven't given up on it, but don't know if it's gonna ever come to light. Gonna try to redo some things. And I have a camera crew with me. And I'm like, Mikey, I gotta buy some cool stuff, man. And not because I'm not just doing it for the camera. Like I wanna buy, like maybe, I'm telling Joni before we even get over there, I'm like, yo, today might be my day. Today might be the day I buy the shirt. And she's like, you're crazy. Like that's a lot of money for a shirt. $5,000 I paid for this shirt. And I don't know if I'll ever wear it. I'm praying this thing goes up double in value.
What is it, XL?
It's an XL.
I think especially with them actually doing a collab, it's gonna go up.
I know that you said 5,000-6,000, but the last one that I've seen was like 7,500. So we're almost to that 10. I might, you know, I don't know. Joni might force me to sell it. Put it at 65. Let's be fair. So we're at 45,000, and then we get this coin pouch that was a collab with Undercover. Dynamite. This is like retail gang, right? This isn't hit for anything, is it? 100 bucks?
100 bucks, yeah.
100 bucks? Yep, so we're at 100. And then Joni was like, we need to get this incense that we'll never use because we have like an air filtration system in the store and here. And these are really dope. What are these here for? Like 80 bucks?
Personally, I haven't seen them.
Sake. You know we don't drink. Sake. These are here for what? 150? Yep. So I could have bought a really nice Camry by now. We're at $46,000 and some change.
You still got some big pieces coming.
Yeah, we still got some heaters. A lot of heaters. Speaking of which, I'll take this part of it because I know some of you guys aren't even gonna watch the whole video. I get it. Some of these videos that I put out are a little bit longer than what you're normally used to. I'm gonna highly recommend and tell you, just pause it right here and go take a break, eat something, smoke something if you smoke, drink something, whatever. Come back to the video, but when you get back, this part's for you. On the 28th, we're doing a pop-up with the Mayweather team. And some of the guys on the boxing team are gonna come down, do meet and greet. There's also a soccer team, the LV Lights. We're doing a collab with the Mayweather team and the LV Lights. Now, I'm not saying Floyd's gonna be there. I don't expect Floyd to be there, but I will say that the last time we did a pop-up, I didn't expect him to be there either, and then he made an announcement on his Instagram that he was gonna be there for necessities, and he showed up and it was crazy. So the 28th between 1 to 4, there's meet and greet. And the real reason behind the meet and greet is because we're gonna be collecting back to school items for those that aren't in a position to be able to make the purchases for their kids. So come help support the community if you can. It's for a really good cause. These go for like 200 bucks. And I have 2.
That's my favorite Supreme piece.
Yeah, these are pretty dope. And then I have this lighter that goes for like 180.
Yep, easy.
And then I got this domino set. I have 2 of these. I have a DS one and a used one. And the DS one goes for like 8, and the used one goes for like 5, 6.
It's like 2 on grill and 6 and 9.
See? Being modest with my prices. Vase?
Yeah. Alphabet vase?
We have 2. There's one here, one in the living room. I don't think we'll ever put anything in it. 200 bucks.
Sure.
I bought this because I was like, man, Joni is really busting my balls and stressing me out. And my hands are too little to do it, and I got stressed out trying to do it, and I just put them back in there, and they've been like this in the room ever since. These go for like 300 bucks. It's like, I'm not a pro. This was like when I wanted to be on my blues. I don't have a job. Please buy some water so I can get off the street. This would have came in handy when I was panhandling in the middle of the strip. Would have made me a lot more money than selling water.
Probably sold that.
I probably would have sold that. I would have sold this 100%. These go for like $400 or $500.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I gotta shine on them haters, I should probably charge this first. I want to say these are like $200, and this is being modest. And then I have the Supreme hair tie thingamajigs. You guys saw that video on Instagram, right? I think I paid like $8. So round 2 out in LA has a gallery, right? That's not always open. I think now it's like open all the time, but for a while there, depending on if Chris or Sean or any of those guys were there, they would be open, and sometimes they weren't, and then sometimes it was by appointment. And as I befriended those guys, I found out about that place. I had no idea that they even had like a whole separate room with stuff you don't see every day, right? And the first time they took me in there, I had like an anxiety attack. I was like overwhelmed. It was just like eye candy everywhere, stuff you haven't seen in like ages and whatnot. And I didn't buy anything because I wasn't ready and I was scared. Like, dude, it was just like overwhelming. So the next time I went, they weren't there, so I couldn't go in. And the third time I went, I was like, the second and third time I went, I was like, man, I'm ready. I'm ready for that room. Like, so all 3 times we went, Joni wasn't really trying to have it. Like, she's like, come on, Jay, let's get out of here, because she already knows. Mm-hmm. So I tried my best to be as fast as possible to see stuff like that I wanted and just be like, are you selling that? And some stuff, yes, some stuff, no. I bought this deck for $1,000. It goes for about $1,600 now.
Not a bad buy. You want to add the Fisher ones?
The Fisher ones that you're gonna see are worth what now?
On StockX, it's $2,500 for all 3.
Oh man, you gave me a deal, bro.
Okay, you got both of you.
Like love, bro.
I
I
paid
think.
$1,000 for the set of 3.
Nah,
Yeah.
I didn't pay that for mine.
No, I think like 6.
Yeah, I think I paid like 6, bro. Damn, man, I appreciate the come up, bro. Woo! Coins. I'm gonna have to take those off the wall and sell them. They're worth something now. You want to buy them back? Yeah, so the Supreme Everlast yoga mat, whatever you want to call this, I will never use, but my dog appreciates it because it's cushiony. And I think it's worth like 200. Yeah, 200. So that's pretty much all the accessories and knick-knack stuff that I have.
Fucking road.
Oh, yeah. I bought that from, I don't even remember who. I want to say On the Arm, yeah. I paid $1,200 for that. It's like, this is like $1,800,
They
$2,000.
might only have 2 or
Yup.
maybe 1 or 2.
So that puts us at $55,000 with all the knickknacks and stuff that I showed you, didn't show you that I have. There's a couple other things that I'll show. Well, yeah, we could just point over to them. The Ramolas are worth $4,000 now. I have 2. So we're at 63,000, and we're gonna get into the clothing section of it. This has a small shot at hitting 100,000, bro.
It will.
Yeah.
I think it has a small shot at hitting 100,000. So we're gonna take a break. We'll come back here in a second. Gonna reconfigure these cameras, figure out how we're gonna explain the rest of these shirts, and I'll be right back. Adios. All right, so we're back, right? Well, technically, we didn't leave for you because we're still here, right? And you didn't go anywhere, or you came back to the video, so we appreciate you. On to the clothes side of my collection. This is where it's gonna, some of the stuff you're gonna be like, eh, some of the stuff you're gonna be like, oh my God, right? We'll start with, I have the man right here, Prodigy, R.I.P., probably one of my favorite rappers. Grew up on this, listen to his music every day. I bought this one at Complex Con from Riff, and I paid $400, right? This goes for like $700 now. Yes. Fun fact for my Supreme collection, do you know that this is technically the only pair of Supreme shorts I own? Worn once or twice. I think I paid $300. They go for about that now anyway. Yeah, $300. These are technically shorts, but they weren't intended to be shorts.
They didn't release the shorts.
They didn't release the shorts. Retail was like $1,200.
Yep.
Right? I think I paid resale I think I paid $1,800. And I'm not gonna value them any more than $1,800 because I turned them into shorts. This was like one of my favorite pickups at Sneaker Con a couple years ago. I don't know why I have this Sneaker Con. It's legit. A legit tag from, but this wasn't on there. I paid like $250. This is worth maybe like $350. $300?
Yeah.
Right? This I bought. I paid about the same. Only one reason why I bought this. Because I know that I'm going to go to LA Sneaker Con August 4th and 5th. You might want to pull up to our table. We got a collab with Sneaker Con. We're dropping 100 shirts per day, I believe. So 200 shirts. And we're doing buybacks and consignment. You guys doing anything over there? You're always coming with the shit. So you guys got a lot of shoes you're taking home.
We got something, but we get plus something.
Okay. So make sure to follow their IG. I bought this because I'm gonna speak it into existence. I'm buying homecoming NMDs or nerds in my size, and this is the fit that I'll wear at some point. I'm praying I get those shoes for under $2,000.
We're gonna value that one at the same.
Yeah. Oh, hey Billy, you're here for this part of the video. You didn't want to help us with the other part. You want to wave? Oh, am I bothering you?
Come back.
You gotta look over there.
There you go.
You guys follow Billy on Instagram? She's starting to become like the talk of the shop. She's got a couple followers. She's closing in on 13,000 at Billy_UN. I bought this the other day.
It's old.
Yeah.
You know what this is?
Petite bird.
Thunderbird. I paid $1,100 for it.
Really?
Come up, right?
What do you want to value that?
14. This is like one of my favorite Supreme tees ever, bro. I'm not a big box logo guy. I'm photo tees all day. RZA tee. I got this one from Soul Stage. Yikes.
Man.
I paid $600 for it.
Worth it.
This is worth like $800 now.
Yeah. I'd have pulled the trigger too.
Yeah. I have two. Taxi. This one's like 200. 60 bucks. I don't even know why I have this. Somebody threw this in a deal.
Yeah, undercover.
Yeah, undercover. Yep, still got the tags on it. I'd say 60. Now this was one I was really excited about when I saw it on their thing and I proxied it. I was like, somebody please proxy. I paid $450 for this, but it's worth like $700-800. It is a promo tee that Supreme did for Raekwon. Shout out round 2, New York. I paid like $8.
It's a good pickup.
And I value it at about a stack. File under the, I didn't know I had this. It's probably because Joni's rocked it. Stone Island Supreme, 200.
Probably more than that. But
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah.
I think I paid like $150 for this. And I value it at like $300. CDG shirts have shot up pretty hard. Right, I paid like $200 for this. This is worth like $400 because I've worn it. Say hello to my little friend. This is like $190. What's better than 1?
2.
2. DS worn. So $450.
That one a little bigger.
They're both large. You know when I was saying, hey, I go to round 2 and I spaz and I just try to cop as much stuff as I could? I paid $1,000 for this, and I paid $1,000 for this, and I would say that these are worth like $12.50 a piece. Where we are right now?
75 to 50.
We're at 75,000. We still got some stuff in here. $100. Haven't worn it. $100. This is like massively big. I was like, yeah, XL will fit because I'm fat, and it's like a 2X, and it's like a 90. All right, so this is like where it gets like ignorant with like how I copped. So right off the bat, I was like, oh, Gucci tees are dropping. I need 2 of all of them. So here's one, and take my word for it, there's a second one that we're gonna run into somewhere over here. One is DS, one is worn. The DS one goes for what, 500 now?
Yeah.
500.
Yeah, that's probably good.
So we'll say this is the DS one. No, this is the worn one. So say this one's 450. 450 for this one, right? A navy, this one's worn. I'd say this one's like 375 because the blue goes for a little bit less. And we have the World Is Yours tee. I'd say this one's like 1.25. Did the same thing with Nas, and I bought two. Nice shirt, by the way. That's like my favorite color. Nas tee black. This is about 450-ish, right? Then shout out Riff because I got this one from you at Complex Con 2. I paid like 300 for it. It goes for about 450, but Joni washed it and shrugged it, and it doesn't fit me, bros. It's like a medium. Prodigy tee. This is like the latest release. This one goes for about like $100. It's 100. Another Prodigy tee. This one I wear a lot. This one I would value probably about 400 because I've worn a lot. Right, where are we at now?
78,300.
78,000, and then there's a white one that I wore once. I paid 500. I'm gonna say it's worth 450 because I wore it once. So my little neck piece right here want to talk to me a little bit, say a couple things. And there's another Gucci tee. This is the worn one. I'd say this one's like 400. Right, there's no armpit stains. Then there's another Nas tee, say 400. Oh, bro, you're a jerk.
Here we go.
DS.
Here we go.
Paid 1,000, worth about 1,600 now. The last one we had was 2 months ago. We sold it at 1,500, same size.
Shit.
This one I haven't worn. Tags are still on it. I'd say 1.25. New Nas tee. What did we say? New black DS Nas. 450. This one's worth like $60. But you know when you gotta when you're like looking like you're gonna give birth, stripes are your friends. $100, another Prodigy tee. $100, another Prodigy tee. $100.
Yeah.
Right? I'm telling you, stripes are your friends, bros. Gucci.
Is that used or?
Yeah.
This one's one. So 4. Nas tee. DS. 450. Sade, like 150. What do you think this? Well, fill me in. You're the pro.
The red one we have at the store right now is 260, but it's a medium DS. So
This is worn, so 160. Oh man, what does that shirt go for? DS.
going off StockX, you're going off picture tees, and what happens? They always go up.
Right. They always.
What are they at right now? This will rare
The
color.
green is more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Green and brown are like the ones on those.
so 4.25. Round 2, Steez. I would say, C's tried to lowball me on this one. C said this is worth 600. I paid 1,000. I wore it twice. I say it's worth 800. Green.
That shit is tight.
Saying what? 4?
Yeah, 4. 125.
All day.
What did we say? The worn one?
3.
Yeah.
3. Another one?
4?
Yeah. 3.
Yeah, 85.
85,000. We're kind of close. I think we're gonna hit 100, bro.
For sure.
I think we're gonna hit 100. All right, so let's be modest and say this one is brand new DS because it is.
Okay.
100,
Easy.
right? You know, there's nobody pushing the brand but us, right? And at the end of the day, I want to make it better, and what better way to make it better than to take things that aren't gonna affect my life, sell it, put it into the brand, grow the brand a little bit better, and throw out some deals, because as you see, a lot of these prices that we're like talking about, it's under market form, right? So, and I know that I gotta keep, I don't have to keep buying, but I know myself. I enjoy the chase, and I enjoy being told, yo, you can't find that. Because I'm gonna prove to you, I could find it. That's what we all signed up to do, right? So, yeah, anyways, Morrissey tea, right? This is Morrissey, right? This guy didn't want to be, he wanted to be a part, didn't want to be a part because they eat meat.
The White Castle collab. Yeah.
Bro.
Morrissey is a radical vegan, and long story short, after finding out Supreme did a White Castle collaboration, he opted out of his contract.
And they were like, you know what, we're doing it anyway.
Yep.
300. Then, let's say this one's 100.
Alright.
OTA boys. This one's worth probably like 750.
Did you say 4 on it?
Yeah, 4. 80 bucks.
That was the picture you posted today. You were wearing that, right?
No, C's was wearing his the other day. I wasn't wearing this.
You posted a picture of your grandpa.
Yeah, and you're right, facts. My great grandfather passed away late last night. He was 104 years old, right? My man started working at the age of 14. He was in a band, and if you ever went to Puerto Rico on a cruise, when you got off those ships, there was like a welcoming band that, like, you know, hey, welcome to the island. Well, he did that job from 14 to 98 years old. That's a lot of years, bro. That's what, like 84 years? 84 years with one job. Now, let me put that into perspective how times have changed. We hired an employee who is no longer there, who was like, hey, I really want to work here. Went out of their way to say, I want to work here. I was like, we really need a cashier department, like a cashier team, right? We're gonna bring you on the cashier, and as you work, prove your worth, we'll bring you up, give you a little bit more responsibility. My man did not make it to his lunch break. He was like, yo, this is too much work. I'm out. Not even the 4 hours to get to lunch.
My man said, I'll be right back.
I'll be right back, took his shirt off, left. Never came back. I'm sorry, man, because this is the section that's gonna make me look like a jerk. I paid $4,000 for this, and that's about what it goes for. No, it fits like a glove. I like this piece a lot. I'm just gonna wear this. It's getting a little cold in here anyway because of AC. I'll just keep this on for now. So. Doesn't look big anymore. I'm telling you, man, this stomach is deceiving. We got this hoodie. This was one of the few pieces I got at retail. Retail was what, 2,000? I want to say. This is 5,500 all day.
All day.
Brand new, this is 8-9 stacks in this size.
What size is that?
This is an XL, which is really a large. So 5,500, what does that put us at?
97,000.
97,000. Bro.
This next one, send it right over.
This next one's gonna make me look like a jerk, dog. Arnold Luck, thank you for the massive love that you showed me on this. Retail was $4,000. What did you say there was one of these at Real?
Caesar's Palace Corn Chops, 11,000 for a size XL. It lasted less than a week.
I've had 2 of these for sale at the shop and they were both sold at 12,000. They both lasted less than a day. I've worn this 2 times. I'll value it at 8,800.
105.
105,000. Brown.
Brown. Or not.
Nice. 350. This one's worn. This one's worn a lot.
Yeah.
Let's say 250, bro.
That was that first run.
100. DS. 4. 125. DS. What do you think?
The other one at 4. The other one was not. Around, let's say, like
4.
that's the one.
That's it. That's the one.
I paid 1,000. I'll value it at like 900 because it's warm. It was DS when I got it. I got this one in London. I want to say this was like 160,
They don't do very many shirts for that.
Mhm.
Heather.
50, 60 bucks. I wish this was my size. I bought this because a couple years ago I did a shirt that said, I am the un-American dream. And I had no idea that they did this, and I was like, bro, this screams me. This is UN all day. This is like 250. My favorite story. With and without sleeves. So I'm gonna put a little clip from an old video in this video where you're gonna see what happened to this, right? But long story short, I was explaining how I had two of these, right? There's this one that's DS, which we would say is what, like 500? And then there was this one that was DS, and when I went to wear it in LA, I realized that there was a hole in it. So I didn't wear it, and I bought another one, and I didn't wear that one either. And then in this video, I'm like explaining the hole, but I'm going like this. I'm like, oh yeah, the hole's right here. And then I find the hole and I put my finger through it and I ripped it. And it felt great. The hole was actually on this side. I did a really crappy job. But this has gotta be worth at least 200 bucks, bro.
To somebody.
Yeah, to somebody. I have to wear that soon. Maybe when I drop this video, I'll wear it again. Stone Island.
Nice piece.
This is a great piece. I bought this presented by for 1,500. I want to say it's worth about 1,800. I can't button it.
Show them what it does. If you can.
So if you sweat a lot and get hot real quick, this isn't the jacket for you, bro. I would say, according to C's, 2,100. And this is where it gets really crazy. I gotta take my jacket off because I'm getting a little flustered. Because these next two pieces, I have caught a little bit of crap for, but they're just pieces you don't see every day. When I was offered these jackets, they were listed at $7,500 for both. Now back then, that was a steal. We started doing some research to kind of get a better understanding as to what market is right now. And if you go on Grailed, there are two jackets, same identical jackets, same condition, listed for $13,000 for the set. So I made a couple dollars there. I'm gonna value them at 11. What does that put me at?
You're at 124, 440.
So, Michael Jackson, like 285.
That's right.
DS. This is another one I got from you. I think you sold this to me for like $100.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
And I probably valued it like 180. Yo, this is probably like the rarest, one of the rarest pieces I own. Phase 2 collab. This is like really, really early on, Supreme days.
Yes, it is.
A customer or a guest walked in and he's like, hey Jay, I got this piece. It was in my dad's closet. It still has the tags. Like, it's a piece he never wore, but he collected. He just gave it to me. I don't know what it's worth. I want to sell it. Like, I'm never gonna use it. Like, he doesn't want it. I figure I'd rather give it to somebody that'll appreciate it. And I said, bro, I have no way of finding out what this is worth. Blah blah blah. I got it legit checked. It's good. Even the people that I had legit checked were like, I have no idea what it's worth. So I'm like, bro, this thing could be worth $50 or $5,000, but I'll give you $50. And he was like, all right, cool. So I bought it for 50 bucks, and I'm gonna tell you this piece is worth like at least a stack.
Have you seen any of the sneakers?
I've never seen one. I have not missed a sneaker con in 3 years, and I've never seen one.
Paying 50 bucks for that.
DS. Supreme Undercover. You know, I had one of these in the store for a while, and I wanted to buy it, but I couldn't afford it because I was still like super broke boy. And Celine Dion walks in the store wearing Off-White before Off-White has any real hype, right? And she sees this jacket and she caught. And I don't listen to Celine Dion's music, but I have an appreciation for her business acumen. She's a monster. She's worth what, over 630 milli? and she threw this jacket on, and I said, Celine, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I never really followed you. I never really paid attention to any of the things that you did. But the second you threw that jacket on and you did that little spin around, I love you. And when another one came in my size, I copped. I think I paid like $350, right? And I want to say they go for about $500. And my last piece I bought like last week. I paid $300. That's what it's worth. So what does that put me at?
$126,705.
Bro. Again, we're gonna be August 4, 5 in LA doing buybacks, consignment, selling merch.
SneakerCon shirts.
SneakerCon shirt collab at LA, and August 11th, another SneakerCon collab in Melbourne. We're gonna be out there for a few days, 17-hour flight. Pray for your boy, 17 hours, and pray for your boy because he stutters a lot, and I really wish I could control it, but I can't help myself sometimes. I haven't had a monster, it's kind of late. And then when we get back from SneakerCon Melbourne, we are going to be dropping 20 new UN shirts. Again, we're gonna do the whole 100 limited, still got scratch offs, still got Sean's to give away. And then from there, stay tuned. September 15th is our 4-year anniversary. It's the same weekend as the Canelo Triple G fight. Team Triple G is gonna win. Even though I stuttered that up, he's not gonna stutter it up in the ring. He's gonna knock the boy out, I think. We're gonna be dropping 40 micro UN chains in silver and 4 in gold. They should be under 100, 200 bucks for some of those. Billy wants to come in and say goodbye for the video. Billy, you want to tell them? Billy, you want to tell the masses about our collab with Crep for our 4-year anniversary? We're dropping a 4-year anniversary collab with Crep. Tell them more. I didn't hear you. What was that? Maybe if I lift you up, you say more? Billy? Nothing? God, when you needed to give you the ad-libs, nothing. So, yeah, we're dropping cans, wipes, and travel kit. And we're also gonna have a 4-year anniversary shirt that's pretty freaking dope. I'll show you. Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy weekend. So, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for sitting through this entire video. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure to share it one time for your boy, help me get some new subscribers. And if you want to upload some content to JC at jclopez.com and get your video on this channel, please make sure that your video is PG, no copyrighted music, and help me help you. I'll catch you on the next one. Adios. I forgot to put this in the video. This was given to me by Spalding. It is the sample of the Gons. Why am I'm looped, I'm sorry. Supreme Gons sample. It has some writing on it telling you what they were gonna do, this, that, and third. I value this maybe like 400 bucks. It's nothing too crazy just yet.
But you can't sell it, it was a gift.
I'm not gonna sell it, Joni. I'm just talking about how much value it is. Hey, speaking of which, you wanna come in, since you wanna ad-lib, you wanna be in front of the camera? You wanna show people how much of a smart addict you are? That's a lot of coins.
127,000.
I am really thankful that I've been in a position to be able to collect some of this cool stuff. And look, I'm, like I said, a hoarder, and at the same time understand the value of $1. And I'm gonna use this for money, for good stuff. Like, I'm not buying you a donkey, Joni. No, it's gonna go towards the shop. We're gonna fix a couple things on the back end that I'm really excited about, and maybe I get a watch. Yeah? Adios. I keep forgetting that I own stuff, and this one was like a pretty big one to forget, but my Supreme pinball machine that I house at the shop and I allow everyone else to play, they go for like 50 to 60,000 brand new. I have one used, which I'm gonna say is worth what I paid, and it's not gonna lose its value. I paid 35 grand, so that puts me at
162,105.
$162,105. I'm sorry, Joni. I appreciate you for letting me buy all that stuff. Imagine if I did a collection video on all the stuff Joni has.
I don't have anything. She
She's
doesn't
a
really buy
liar.
anything.
She's a liar. She's a liar. Go show some of her purses. Right there.
That's
In those
fake.
glasses
She makes
cases.
me buy fake stuff.
Hey, Joni. Joni,
What's up?
how much is this purse right here?
I don't really know what it's worth. Like, I don't know.
What was retail?
I think it was.
Wait
I don't know
for
if
it.
it was 11,000 pounds or. No, 11,000. No, it's 11,000. No,
How much?
I don't fucking know.
It was 16,000 US
Okay.
for one purse.
No, the owl was worth a little bit less, right?
Yeah, that one was 11,000. So you have 27,000 in retail in purses sitting on a fireplace in the middle of the desert. I'm just gonna leave you be. I'm gonna go surf now in the middle of the desert. See you guys later. Adios.
I'm alone. Happily alone, slow. Happily alone, slow. You will not have no soul.